You don't need Netflix. You don't need cable. Hop on YouTube. Welcome to the hood table, where we chop up local and global events. Vocally, you don't really wanna miss out on these conversations. Just joke a little, laugh a little, get that wine in your system, fill your glass a little, expose current events, talk trash a little. You never know, these opinions might clash a little. They addicted to the content, got them binge watching. You don't like it, then you want invited. Bet your friends watching in the house and your job parking lot before you clocking. They don't wanna miss a second of this HT content. Everybody think they got something to say, so it's an open invitation, bring it to the table. But if you come whack, just know we ain't buying in. We gon' probably turn your back and tell you sorry, try again. Yeah, welcome to the hood table. You don't need Netflix, you don't need cable. Yeah, welcome to the hood table. You don't need Netflix, you don't need cable.
Hey, good morning, everyone. What's up? How y'all doing? What's up, Nessa? What's up, Corio? Hey, Memphis Peach. What's up? What's up? What's up with all the hoodies? Come on in, y'all. Make sure you like and share the video. Subscribe to the Hood Table if you're new here. Click the join button if you want to become a member. And also, you guys, if you want to donate to the platform, our Cash App is the $, the Hood Table 402. Thank you. Corio's going to come back up here when she gets a minute. I think something was wrong with her connection. Happy Saturday. Happy. Ooh, y'all know what day it is? I just realized what day it is. Somebody sent me a picture of a weed leaf. Now, y'all know I don't smoke anymore. I don't smoke anymore. But shout out to all the people for 420. One of my sons wanted to go to Colorado this weekend. I was like, boy, you can smoke here at home. Well, not at this home, but you know what I'm saying. What's up, Corio? How you doing?
Sorry about that. I don't know what's going on with my sound, but happy 420.
No problem. It's probably StreamYard because I kept having to restart my music. Okay. My intro song because StreamYard kept on speeding it up, and then I had to back out and come back in. So I don't know. Oh, a view. She said, "Pass me a joint, L."
Hey,
girl,
I can pass you an edible. I can pass you an edible, or some tincture. You know, that's the drops you put in your water or whatever you're drinking. And it gets you high. So I can give you either one of those. I can give you some drops or I can give you some edibles.
Happy 420, you guys. Happy 420. Smoke away. Yes. Smoke away. Smoke signals in the air all day.
Yes. I told the Hood Table I'm starting at noon. So, you know, I'm coherent right now. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Child, if I would have been on some of that shit last night at 3 a.m.,
ooh,
I would have fell out my damn bed.
Ooh, how did you? Did you get up to go to use the restroom and you saw the live? Okay,
I went up. You know what? Child.
Hello. We can't hear you.
Hold on.
Okay.
That's because I hit mute. I started coughing. Shit. Hold on.
Okay.
Ooh, get some water. Girl, I was coughing on that hot ass coffee. I woke up to go use the bathroom. Well, first of all, let me tell you, I had stayed up because I was watching people and I was waiting to see if anybody would go live because everybody kept talking about Demon Soul and KRN and somebody going to say something and somebody putting their shit on members only and da 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 da. And I'm like, I ain't about to get all these damn memberships so I can hear what people got to say on their members only, right? So I'm waiting on somebody to go live and really tell what the business is because I was over on, remember we was in YouTube cameras chat where that old lady was coming for me still. Anyway, we was over there and I'm sorry, but she just keeps coming for me. I don't know why. It's old people thing, I guess. But I was over there and YouTube cameras, we was talking like forever and ever and ever, and we didn't get no like resolution, what was really going on. And then somebody had said something about they think they made up because Demon Soul shared one of KRN's posts, but then we found out Jay Dunn had did a typo or something, and so Pisa was the one who really shared KRN's post. So then I'm like, okay, well they must still be beefing then, but why? What exactly did TMO do? Because we keep hearing about this here and that, little tidbits here and there, and I'm thinking, well, it must have something to do with her leaking information from his chat or something like that. But child, when I woke up around 3 a.m., I don't know what time it was for y'all, but it was about 3 a.m. for me Central Standard Time. And I was just scrolling through the YouTube and I saw KRN live. He live at this time in the morning? I ain't that, because who I expect, you know who I thought I was going to see live, right?
Lemon or Ness.
Yes. That's who I thought I would see live, and I can't remember if either one of them was live, but KRN definitely was live, and he was going in. I think he was 20 minutes in, and I had to red ball. I said, fuck this shit. I'm red balling this back, and I know the last live he put on members only, right? So I red balled it all the way back and hit record. Cause I'm like, I ain't about to miss this shit. Just in case he put it on members. But then at the end he said, and I'm not putting this on members. He said, y'all can even use some of this. He said, I give y'all permission to use some of my video. I give y'all permission. And I was like, nah, I'm not going, you know, I'll be trying to be real careful about using people's shit. But I was very shocked and surprised by what he had to say about TMO.
Well, you know, I was surprised. I was not surprised, but what? Because she's very. I don't think she's very likable. You know what I mean? Because nobody likes a constant whiner. You know, somebody's always, they're always the victim, even though she gets upset when people say that, but someone's always against her. Someone's always, talking about her. She don't care. She just, but what I was surprised about is that he didn't say that it was cringy the way she flirted with him and claimed him as her own and her YouTube husband and all that was cringe, always cringy to me because she never would let up. You know what I'm
Well,
saying?
he didn't necessarily say it was cringy, but he did hit on it.
Yeah.
He
See, I
said the
didn't get
reason
that
why he stopped
part.
dropping down in her chats because he got tired of her doing that.
I mean, she does it. Don't let him be in a competition and she's a judge. You're supposed to be impartial. That's my baby. Come on, King. Come on, babe. Come on.
And do
Come
you
on.
remember that?
It's
That was a
like,
big problem for a lot of people. They was like, you being so biased
yeah.
or as a judge. I
You
don't know.
did. Yeah, you did that, King. All right. He's so cute. And it's just like, ew. Mm. That's, he's a whole gay man. What are you?
People
What?
were trying to figure out if they were sleeping together. Ooh, Jay Wilson, I saw your ass this morning. Jay Wilson be, did I sound like him just then? When he be laughing, well, he wasn't doing a lot of laughing today, but his laugh be taking me out. But
Yes, that's
he was
the way he
upset. Jay
laughs.
Wilson was upset, like, I can see where Jay Wilson was coming from because I'm sure TMO had a whole lot more to say on her video that she put on membership than what she said on JW's. Because when I was listening to JW yesterday, she didn't really say much. She talked more about some other shit than she did about her and KRN. Her and JW talked more about their issue that had to deal with Kimmy and more than she
Mm-hmm.
talked about her issues with KRN. So when KRN came live at 3 a.m., he said, out of all the motherfuckers that you could give an exclusive to, you gave an exclusive to Jay Wilson. I'm like, it wasn't
Mm-hmm.
even an exclusive. It wasn't, she didn't really say shit. I was still confused. I was still in
Well,
confusion when
I
she
think
had got off of Jay Wilson's.
the reason KRN said that is because she had dropped some I think I don't know if it was on the community wall or in a chat that she, said something that made Pizarro, and it was to Pizarro, it made Pizarro say, well, if you're upset or whatever, I'm paraphrasing, you know, I'll set up a live and we can talk. And I remember in a couple lives, first off, full disclaimer, TMO blocked me because I said something positive about Sassy when we were in Kwani's chat. That's been a while ago, and that's it. That's all. She
Why would
made
she
some,
block you for that though?
yeah, because she was making slick comments in the chat and
Mm.
talking about Sassy, and I just said, because someone said something nice about Sassy. She was in the chat. Then she got upset that that person, I can't remember who it was, said something positive about Sassy because I think Kwani had mentioned Sassy and nothing negative. And so when the person says something positive about Sassy, she start kicking Sassy's back in. She's not this and she's not that and blah blah blah. And she's not classy. And I just simply wrote, "Oh, TMO, I think Sassy's classy. I think she's funny, and I do think she's sassy, and the name fits. Just being nice, you know what I'm saying? Nothing rude." And next thing I know, she blocked me. So I'm just saying that to say I couldn't see her, so I had to go by what Pizarro was typing. And Pizarro kept typing, well, let me do a live. When do you want to go live? And I saw her in a couple chats doing that. And I don't think TMO ever, or anyway, it didn't happen. So I think that's what King Rome. And then, Pizarro's like, well, we can do it on your chat. And she never showed up because Pizarro finally did a live and kept dropping the link and saying, TMO hit the link, TMO hit the link. Because TMO intimated that she had something to say and she was going to tell it. So I think that might be what King Roman News was talking about when he said that.
Yeah, but still, she didn't give him an exclusive though. I mean, did you hear what she said on Jay Wilson's panel?
No, but I think the exclusive was supposed to be with Pizarro.
I don't know because people kept
Well,
saying
that's
like KRN said Pizza was live throughout the day and you didn't hear her panel. But I kept
right.
hearing other people say, don't go on nobody else's panel, talk about it on your own panel. And then somebody said she did speak on it, but she put it on live. So he said when he on members, but he said you did one of me, so you're gonna do a live and put it on members. But people were
But
sending him clips and little pieces. So he kind of, I guess, got the gist of what she said on her own live.
but you just said what I said. That he said that she was supposed to give the exclusive to Pizarro, and
I
Pizarro
know, but
went
he didn't
live.
give, right, and she still didn't give the exclusive to nobody. She didn't give it
No,
to Jay Wilson.
no. So that's what he was saying. Pizarro, you're supposed to get with Pizarro, and you never did. And you didn't drop much. You didn't give any receipts on Jay Wilson. That's what I got. That's what I
I
got.
got. Yeah, that ain't what I got at all. He was
I
mad that
know.
she was on Jay Wilson's panel. And he said,
What?
you know, Jay Wilson and Pizza don't get along, but she didn't really say shit on his panel. That's what I'm saying. I was like, dang, I get why he upset. The overall picture, I get why he upset, but she didn't say shit on JW's panel. That's what I'm saying. But he kept saying, you were supposed to give her the exclusive, and you over there. I'm like, she didn't tell him shit. Like, I was like, okay. But anyway, what's up, Sassy, Dr. Pastor J. Wilson, T. Evans, Nesta? I want to make sure I didn't miss anybody that came in. A View is a View. I know I talked to her. And Memphis T. How y'all doing? Y'all can hit the link if you want to. I know Sassy probably out there flying all over the place. Child, somebody had posted something last night talking about Sassy supposed to be all professional and into the executive world and always doing this and flying here and in meetings and da 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 da. And they
Who
was like, well,
posted
why you
that?
don't never hear nothing in the background? Why you don't never hear no people? Why you don't never? I think she lying. Not my words,
Who?
but theirs.
Who's that? Who posted that?
5 + 2.
Oh, girl. What the hell is the name of her channel? I was like,
She got
the
some new name
fuck?
to her channel. I was like, okay.
Alrighty then. And why she worried about Sassy and the background noise? There's lots of times she said she was doing stuff and there was no background noise.
I mean, really, like, there's a lot of people who have executive jobs on here, and they could jump on a live. They could, be on break and jump on a live and talk. You don't necessarily got to hear their background.
Exactly.
I didn't understand that, and I'm like, some people just be coming for people for like the old lady coming for me. She all in Miss YouTube cameras chat because YouTube cameras like, I heard that you was into it with the hood table, and she was like, yes I am, talking about cutting the legs off my table and telling me to shut the fuck up because I don't know the whole story. I'm like you didn't make
Well,
several videos
you
talking
did.
about your family and your ancestors coined the term of 2 quarters. But you know what? And then she said the same shit on Lady Nika's channel, which got her dropped or flushed and cussed out by Lady Nika. So I don't know the whole story. People are just trying to find something to beef with people with. Some people. Some people. And like I told her on YouTube cameras, I said, I'm not going to be arguing with no old lady sitting on the porch trying to get content and trying to get numbers off my name. You can sit on your old porch and on your old rocker and talk shit all day long. And she talking about I'm the one who need the content.
Girl, let's move. Don't give
Moving.
her no more.
I'm
Yeah,
not going
that's
to argue back
yeah.
and forth with her.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Go ahead, girl. But yeah,
Anyway,
uh, 3 + 4 needs to leave Sassy alone. I'm tired of people going at Sassy. Sassy gets on a panel. She might talk about the hot topic with someone, and she gets off. I haven't heard her talk about 6 + 1. Sometimes people let you know, even in real life, who they're jealous of. And I'm not saying, you know, uh, 10 minus what 3 is mad at, jealous and sassy. I'm just saying, when somebody doesn't bother you, why are you bothering them? Nobody's even Seven hasn't did anything for anybody to talk about. So why is she snatching Sassy out of the air? It
I
doesn't
don't
make any sense.
I
Yeah,
don't know. That just came
yeah.
across my timeline or whatever you want to call it on YouTube.
I get
And I
it. I
saw it
get
and I
it.
read it and I'm like,
Wow.
wow,
Yeah.
wow. But like Troy Allen just said, what's up, Troy? What's up, sir? Sassy did show herself on a plane. I'm not sure what more folks want. Good morning. Like, I mean, first of all, people don't want people to know where they work. Like that's something we need to do. We need to make sure that we don't let people be heard in the background and stuff like that. I don't get what are we supposed to hit? What I don't know.
Well, I mean, she may have an executive job where she could close her door and tell people, I'm working, I don't want to be bothered. Or she could just close her door. And when people knock on the door, she could put it on mute. I used to do that, but I never was on YouTube. This has been but there's all kinds of ways you could be in the office and not be heard. Or you could, tons of people work from home. I've heard her at home. I've heard her dog bark. You know what I'm saying? As far as we know, and it's none of our business, she's a single woman. But even if she has a man, he might be it's all kinds of reasons why you don't hear people in the background.
Well, I
What
used
was,
to have an executive job in real estate, and I had my own office and everything, and I still would be on social media. So anyway, go ahead, Sassy
yeah.
Boo. Good morning.
Oh
Hey,
Lord,
good morning. Happy
oh
Saturday.
Lord,
Oh
it's
gosh.
sassy.
Happy 420. Happy Smoke Day.
Let me go on mute. I can't
You need to
stand her.
stop that, Corey. Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
I did get a screenshot. Ironically, it was so funny. I don't know what time I got it, but I didn't even recognize that it was from 7. I kind of think in my head I thought it was LSA or something.
Hmm.
But what an ignorant statement to make. What are you guys
Exactly.
supposed to hear in my background? So now I'm being criticized because
Hmm.
I am taking care of my business and you guys can't hear anything in my background. And for
Right.
these simple bitches that drive buses, let me inform you of a few things. Okay. I work from home. Okay.
Hmm.
50% is me working from home, 50% is me traveling from work. I have been doing this same job since COVID. The very first time I showed myself on an airplane, which I travel at least 4 times a month, meaning 2 trips back round trip. At least 4 times a month, I travel for work. I have never showed you an airplane. I have been on live before when it was absolutely necessary with the Miss Dovey situation and just read my book when I was at an airport. But even I don't even do that, right?
Right.
I was just poking at Uppity. Then Uppity said it was a motion picture. So I knew I had to show myself. So I showed myself from the neck down, sitting in the window seat. Like Troy
Hmm.
just said, what? First of all, I don't owe you dumb, simple bus driving bitches shit. Okay. That's number 1, 2, and motherfucking 3. Number 4, what just because your tiny brain does not compute like regular shit, like, oh, people work from home. And let me tell you, most mid management and upper level positions are from fucking home after COVID. I meet with clients every fucking day, but there's this thing called Zoom. There's this
Right.
thing called Zoom, and I don't have Zoom on when I click a link for 5 or 10 minutes. You would think I'm clicking links all through the day, sitting on panels for hours. No, I don't.
Right.
So it's just idiotic. I would have never said anything about this because I just thought it was just such an ignorant, simple-minded thing to say. And I don't give a fuck what they think. I don't care if you don't believe me. I'm not trying to overly prove it.
Right.
Then
Right.
let's get back to the topic at hand.
Okay. What's that?
The
Okay,
guy.
let's please get back to the topic at hand. Not like I didn't just enjoy what you had to say, but when you think about all this, girl, at 3 a.m., I was appalled. I was like, oh shit. Some of the things he said about her, when he started talking about her eyes.
Mm. Well, let me tell you, let me start from the beginning. I thought that he did a very good job at trying to avoid what is happening now. I don't even know how many people are live now. I just had to like, let me just come over to my favorites because I can't.
Oh.
I did. I had to decide because I can't keep running around like this and haven't even finished one cup of coffee. It's too much. But
Hmm.
I think King Roman did an excellent job at trying to avoid the shenanigans that we're going to be dealing with all day on this good Saturday.
Hmm.
Um, and so for me, thinking with high level of intelligence, emotional intelligence, that is, I
Hmm.
would have thought that she would have taken that olive branch and that grace and mercy and said, let me just shut the fuck up. But no, we're not dealing with someone who has any level of emotional intelligence. So apparently she went live. I'm not subscribed to her. I'm getting mixed reviews on the live. It was lackluster. It was this, it was that. Then I heard she went over to JW's. I totally understand the JW, although I didn't see it. I understand King Roman being irritated with that because you haven't been at JW's. You're going over there to try to incite some feeling or trigger me because you know that we're into it. And I really wish that you would have just left this alone. So, and then I heard that she was trying to insinuate or flat out said that it was Faith's Yaya fault. So now we got a problem because now is not only King Roman that needs to come and address it, it's everybody in that intimate group chat that wants to stick up for Faiths, and that's their right. Now, had they been on TMO side, it would have been their right to stick up for TMO. But all I've heard, and these are people who don't click links, generally speaking, minus Faith, people who, don't start trouble or haven't the last 4 years that I've been here. And all of them are rallying behind Faith and saying what King Roman is saying is true. So with all that being said, why can't she just shut the fuck up? Now it's too late.
It's way too late. There's been times when in my life, and even here on YouTube, where you have an issue with someone and you just back away. You don't have to be in the chats going, this, that, and the other, and that person, this, that, and the other. You just back away, move around. And it would have been so simple. But I don't think it would have been simple with her to do that because of the way she always made a big deal about him if he dropped in a chat, or, you know what I'm saying? People would have noticed that anyway because of how she would react to him. So I don't know, Sassy. I don't know if she could have just backed away quietly.
No,
She
she's
didn't.
not. She was
She didn't
incapable.
have to. She didn't have to do all this with the mouth, but I think we would have noticed.
Well, listen, I had a whole relationship on this bitch, so I'm not giving anybody any. You know what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck what they talking about. Their emotional intelligence is low. I had a whole relationship on this bitch. We broke up. We still cool. Like it just is what it is, right?
Right.
Um,
Right.
a messy bitch is a messy bitch while y'all are before they met y'all, while y'all are together, and after. That's just what it is,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But I must say that I am ecstatic that all of this started because of me. Now that part, me and my ego, we're fucking dancing on that shit. Okay.
What do you think in the hood table, in the chat? I did not know they met in person. Had
Oh yeah.
no idea they met in person because
Yeah, you had told me that, and I said, yeah, she had said that. She made sure that people knew
I
that.
don't watch her. I'm not
Yeah, I know.
subscribed. Babe, when she blocked me over Sassy for no reason, I was like, you know what? She is too petty for me. So I
She
know
blocked you
that
over me. What does that mean?
she, girl, because I said something positive about you when she was like saying negative stuff about you. I just wrote in the chat, well, I don't, I just was like, well, I like Sassy. I thought it was a general conversation, just two people chatting. I didn't know that, I struck a chord enough for her to, and next thing I know, she blocked me. But I just said, I like Sassy. I think she's, blah, 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 blah. And the name fits. She's Sassy. And next thing I know, I couldn't see her in the chat and people were still talking to her. So it is what it is. But I don't watch her hood table, Sassy. First of all, the way she speaks does not really it irks my soul and it bothers my brain, and I kind of
Child,
check
when he was
out.
watching her speaking.
Yeah, yeah, but I did. First of all, I had no idea, and I don't want to know where King Roman News is. So I don't know if he was on business and he was there, or she was on business and she was,
I
where
believe
he
that he went
lived.
to visit her, and I think that I think he was going to be in her city.
Okay,
That's what
and
my assumption is from the context clues.
yeah, I did not know she drank like that.
Well, first of all, how many people in here? Can we be real? Because
How many people are in here?
let me check
Because
before I start this.
Yeah, we
yeah,
can be real. Ain't nobody in this motherfucker now.
Right.
And what's up, friend? How you doing?
It's 17 people. Okay, listen.
okay,
First
yeah,
of all, the way that he's describing it sounds way more than alcohol, in my opinion. I've caught her nodding off before. Her eyes are droopy. I'm just gonna make the assumption that that was pills and alcohol. Um,
Mm-hmm.
and that's just what it was, or what it is, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
But this girl's obsession over people is very I don't know, it's odd and it's maniacal. You know what I mean? Like it's just like, if I were to ever try to attempt a conversation with her, the very first question would be, well, what did I do to you?
I think it's just who you are. I just think it's who you are, and it just, you came. I just think it's who you are, the way you speak, the way people imagine how you are, the relationship with Langston. Well, I call him Talent. With Talent, I just think that it's you. Period.
And see,
People like
thought,
you.
yeah, and see, in my thought, I'm sorry to interrupt. My thought is you don't have to like Sassy, right? Some people just irk you. They just get up under your skin. But why
Hmm.
not? And it's not just about the Sassy show, but why not just ignore them? Why all
Exactly.
of the angst? Like
Exactly.
that's the weird part, right? It's not weird not to like me. You know what I'm saying? I'm pompous,
Hmm.
I'm arrogant, I can be condescending at times, but
Hmm.
I'm a mean,
Hmm.
nasty girl. That
Hmm.
nobody can put that on me. I'm not mean, I'm not vile, I'm not vulgar. But if you
Hmm.
don't want to like me, cool. I ain't trying to be liked by everybody,
Hmm.
unlike her,
Hmm.
right? It is what
Hmm.
it is.
Hmm. Yeah, because I don't go in the chat people I don't care for and just start in on them. And she can't seem to let go. She's still mad at Kimmy. You know what I'm saying? She just
She cannot
can't let
let
go.
go. And
Move
so now
on.
look at what she's getting. I mean, this is ridiculous that she put
Hmm.
herself in this situation. It's just ridiculous. And it's not healthy for her. She's already on the edge. It's not healthy.
Hmm. Hmm.
And I can imagine her doing right now. I mean, I'm going crazy. I feel like I'm hungover because I was drinking yesterday, a happy hour. And I went to sleep early. I woke up in the middle of the night to catch Cruiser. Cruiser led me to KRN. KRN
Hmm.
led me to Ronnie Q. Ronnie Q led me to Carrie. Now my motherfucking ass is over here. I'm
Hmm.
like, I cannot, okay, I cannot
Hmm.
keep up. And if all of this chatter was about me, despite
Hmm.
what people think, like I'm not well, I don't think anybody thinks I'm an attention whore, but they would, assume that I like attention. Yeah, natural, authentic attention. I would be devastated if all of these lives were about me. Like I would just be utterly devastated. And I think I'm pretty sane. So for
Yeah,
insane bitch,
you're all right. Hmm.
Coria, you make me sick. Me and Langston was talking about
Yeah,
you.
you all right.
I
Wait,
know.
wait, wait,
Me, me
Tanya,
and
wait. You
me
and
and Langston.
Langston were talking about me?
Yeah, we were
Oh,
talking about you.
Lord.
Oh, shut up. But I cannot remember what you said, but baby, we was butt gusting laughing. Oh, I wish I could remember. And Langston was like, that damn choreo, man. I love me some choreo. I was like, she is a mess, child. But anyway,
Aw, I love
so
me
that
some Langston too.
yeah, but that your little comment made me think that. But if this was TMO girl, I'd be doing a live on you and everything. You know, just stupid shit.
Go ahead, Hood Table. I'm sorry, but I just heard her
Oh
say
no,
her and
you fine.
Langston were talking about me, and I'm like, oh Lord. But I'm
No,
sorry.
you was
I'm sorry.
absolutely fine. The only thing I always like, and then I ain't never had no issue with TMO. I used to watch her all the time until it just seemed
Hmm.
like every time she came live, it was like Nat. I ain't trying to go in on the girl, but it was like always, why this, why that? Y'all support her, y'all support her. Don't nobody share me. Don't. It was always a lot of feeling
Whining.
underappreciated. And I always said, like, if you have to depend on somebody else for you to believe in yourself and your own channel, then maybe you shouldn't be on social media. Because there are a lot of people that a lot of us do support, and sometimes they don't show the same support in return. But that to me, unless they really do something fucked up to me, or like they hating or shading me, I'm still gonna support. Like every person's video I share, they don't necessarily share all of mine,
Can I ask
but
you a question?
I still see them. I see them around. They be in my chats. They share some of my videos. I'm not this tit for tat bitch. Like I shared you 10 times, you only shared me two, or you know, I don't know.
I have a question for you. That's because that's a good point. Hold on, let me, baby. The back chat is it's a lot today. I better just go ahead and start drinking early.
Girl was
Uh,
drinking at 3 a.m. When I fell asleep because I dozed off because wasn't shit really happening last night after Ronnie. After I watched my favorites, I kind of dozed off. When I woke up at 3 a.m. to use the bathroom and saw him going in, I was 20 minutes in his video and he looked like he was coming through the screen. I looked at my cup on my nightstand. I said, oh no, I need a refill for this. And I rewound that bitch all the way. I was drinking and hollering around 3 a.m. in the morning. Fucked up.
girl. So
What did you?
let me ask you this question. I don't know the answer to this, and I just have a series of questions. Did you share my live Sunday?
Oh God, I'm sure I did. I can't remember. I don't know
Right.
because I came in. I came in. I think I came in late
Okay,
in
I'm
the
just
video.
asking
I
a
can't
series of questions.
remember. I can
Right.
honestly.
I don't know if I didn't get the tag, and I'm just asking the question. You so let's assume that you
And
did
a lot
not.
of times when I share, I don't tag.
Okay, but let me just follow these
Hmm.
lines of questions. Let's assume
Okay.
that you did not share my live Sunday. And
Okay.
I was remiss at asking you to share my live because I know how to get a hold of you to ask you, but I didn't, right? I just assumed, oh girl, let me hurry up. What's up,
Oh,
Kimberly?
Kimmy.
So
Good
let me hear.
morning.
Kimmy,
Okay,
hey.
so you didn't share my, let's assume you didn't share my live. Is there any situation where you would think that I would think that I don't support you or that you don't support me because you did not share my live?
Not at all. Not at all.
We understand who we are to each other and what's going on, right?
Right.
Okay, I just want to be clear. Kimberly, darling, let me go on mute. I hope all is well. Smooches.
Hey, good morning, everybody.
Hey,
Hello,
Good
Kimmy.
the
I'm gonna
hood
go on mute.
morning.
table.
I'm gonna go
Hey,
on mute
Sassy.
too.
Hey, baby. Hey, Choreo. And hello to the chat. You know, I just peeked my head on over,
I
honey.
cannot. Hold on. Let me get my, okay, go ahead.
Yeah, uh-huh, uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
I peeked my head over, honey. And I noticed, bruh, that you had my good girlfriend, Miss J. Wilson, in the chat. J. Wilson, are you still here? Hmm.
I
Let me
don't
say
know.
this. Let me say this, hood table and
Okay.
Sassy and Choreo. Let's be clear about something. I got a phone call this morning indicating that I was being discussed. Here's the thing. My channel is hidden. I don't engage negatively anymore. I'm in a different place. I lost someone very close to me, and in dealing with that transition, I decided to go in another direction. So anybody sitting up discussing me at this point is quite pathetic. And you really should probably get you some different content. Now let's be clear about something else. Um this is a repeat of what happens every 3 to 6 months. Every time the monstrosity online falls out with someone, this is what happens. And it always is the same story. It's just different characters. It's like plug and play. The bottom line to it is that nobody owes anyone anything. The recipe for success is hard work. And a lot of people feel as if it eludes them because hard work knocks on their door and they simply don't answer. Nobody owes anyone anything. And the fact that there is an entire storyline around a 70-year-old woman crying, moaning, kicking, and screaming because people say that she's ugly because she is, and
Period.
because people don't support her the way that
Ooh,
she deems that they should be that she should be supported. Bitch, go get a group, go take some medication, hold, go hug your husband, go do
we
something.
did
But
go.
you're not going to get the validation that you're looking for on YouTube. That's not the place you're going to get it. People can share what they want to share and do what they want to do. People just genuinely don't like you. You're boring, you're weird, your aesthetic is way past poor, and you make people uncomfortable. A la King Roman
Very
News.
much so.
Okay. Well, thank you so much for having me. God
Thank you,
bless y'all and
Kimmy.
y'all endeavors, honey.
Yeah, and
And God
Kimmy, let
bless
me
you too.
just
I noticed you haven't been on here, and sometimes I'll be like, "Ooh, I wonder what Kimmy would say about this," and I'll be like, "Damn, where'd she go?" But I know you
Yeah.
said you was taking a little break
Yeah.
or hiatus or going a different route. Are you going to come back on discussing like other type of content at all, or you just
I doubt it. I don't know. I can't ever never say never, but I doubt it very seriously. You know what? I feel better. I just feel better. And my quality of life is better now that I don't have the beef sector component in
Hallelujah.
it.
Yes, Kimberly, that's the
I mean,
truth.
you
But
can always
And
come back preaching or something
well,
else.
yeah,
yeah, no, I leave that to the other people. But listen, I miss the pretty committee and the distinguished gem. I love them. I love them. That was the only thing that kept me around as long as I was. So now I just think that the arguments are cyclical and weird. And I mean, when it's popular to be disgusting and ugly, it's just time for me to bow out. So,
I
but
feel
mhm.
I,
you
I'll
because I
say
got
never say
somebody
never.
old coming after me, and I just don't understand. I'm listening.
Well,
Really?
Kimberly, I was just going to see how I could get in touch with you because I'm thinking about doing a surviving TMO for the Sunday chit chat. So
uh
is that a
mm,
no?
Oh
Oh,
damn!
oh,
Just
you
that's
think
why I
about it,
know,
don't
Kimberly.
like
Think
I'll
that's
about
why I
yeah,
don't
I'll
like
shoot. You know, we
Sassy.
have a mutual
it.
person in common, so I'll shoot her a text and give
Yes,
her
ma'am.
and tell her to reach out. Yeah, give you my information.
I'm
But
gonna I'm gonna see how the day goes, but I mean I don't know. I wanted to wave the white flag, but this is just so precious that this is happening like this.
Mm, mm, mm.
So
um,
Kimberly, just think about it. We might have to do a surviving.
I think we may have to, and it's just
Mhm,
Yeah,
mm,
it'll be
mm.
just enough to just push that weirdo right on over
right,
the edge.
right on off the fucking
I am
edge.
so there. I am so there.
Okay,
But
Yes.
you
Kimberly, well
know,
we'll connect, darling.
We'll connect,
yeah,
baby. And thank y'all so much for having me. I'm
Kim,
gonna go back
oh,
in the chat. I
Ki-
love y'all.
Kimmy,
All
wait
right,
a
love you
minute,
too. Have a great day.
Oh, hey,
Kimmy, I
baby.
just want to express my condolences.
Oh,
Absolutely.
thank you.
You're
I
welcome.
appreciate
Thank you.
that. Thank y'all. Love y'all.
Okay.
Okay, bye,
Bye
girl.
Bye.
bye.
Keep your
Well,
peace, girl. Keep your peace.
Yes, keep your
that's
I
peace and
another
share
that's
grace, child.
another one I like that is just turning their backs on this. You know what I mean? And it's making me start to wonder it because I'm starting to feel conflicted a lot of times about some stuff just it vexes your spirit. You understand? And it's just I don't know. I don't know. I've just
well,
been
I mean,
thinking about
listen,
doing the same thing too.
I knew early on that I was not going to be deep in this stuff because it's just not my character and I'm very protective
Hmm.
over my spirit.
Hmm.
No hate or judgment on those who had to, wanted to
Hmm.
give it their best shot and do it. But
Hmm.
I just knew, but the amount of backlash that I would get from people who know me, go live, talk about this, do this, you could be this, you could, I ain't gonna be able to, I'm just not gonna be able to do it.
Hmm.
But I don't see how. I mean, I'm tired of taking the high road. I don't.
Hmm.
I really. I'm okay with pushing her off the ledge. I think that we should do a surviving
Mm,
TMO
mm,
and
If
mm.
just
he didn't do that already last night, child.
we'll
Mm.
see. I'll think about it.
You know, I've thought this, never expressed it, but it takes a certain I can't talk type of personality to want to be a content creator, in my opinion. Not everyone is built for that. Um, and I think that when you're a content creator and you're successful, you have the it factor. I'm not exactly sure what the it is, but I know I've heard that terminology before. I know what it means, and I know it when I see it, and so does everyone else. That's why your chats are full. You know what I mean? When you come on Sassy, You come on every 9 months, and we all
Here we go.
run to your chat.
Hell yeah,
um
it be deep in the streets on Sassy's block when
Right,
you go live.
right,
Yes.
right. Kimmy, Pizarro, Bree, Tracy. She doesn't come on any, like she used to. But there's just certain people. Oh, and Mother, my God, hits 1,000 daggone near every time he goes live. You have to have that it factor, and I never really felt she did. And I felt like she couldn't get over that factor. She kept pressing it and pressing it
Absolutely.
when all she had to do was just be a decent subscriber or be okay with, having a smaller, intimate chat.
And being
There's
okay with herself, regardless of how people say she look.
right.
Like, how many Black Skin Matters videos have we seen? Like, everything isn't about your complexion, and it seemed like everything. That's why I was like, I can't watch no more of these type of videos. I like all skin complexions. Just do you.
I
Get on
think
your
she has
panel and
beautiful.
do your content.
Her skin is beautiful. I just
But
never.
she's ugly.
Uh,
And she
uh,
used to be fat. And when you're ugly and fat, you have to work through those issues. And if you're ugly, fat, and insecure, you have to work through it. And then if you're ugly, fat, insecure, and have mental issues, you have to work through it. And then you're ugly, fat, insecure, have mental issues, and want acceptance. It's just a fucking lot. But anyway, I feel myself going off the ledge. So I'm going to
Well,
drop down.
you just said something right there.
Okay.
I don't know how many of y'all watch BS, but this morning when she went live, when she was talking about how he said she came already, by the time he met her at the bar, she looked like she was drunk, high, just stumbling, and she said, a lot of people who are insecure with themselves, when they meeting other people or if they in a big crowd or there's insecure, sometimes they have to take something. They got to be under the influence of something because they're not secure or comfortable in their own skin or something like. Because I was just like, why would you show this person who you seem to adore? Why would you show up fucked up like that?
Well, have you ever thought that that's just how she lives her life? Perhaps it was just, I mean, maybe she's just, I agree with VS's assumption and assertion there. However, I mean, I've seen her on camera before, like damn near nodding off. I mean, so perhaps that she's just a pill popper. And then she added, I mean, that's just her life.
And see, I
Perhaps.
haven't watched her in a long time, so
I haven't either, but I remember that. I remember her coming on camera and looking like she was about to, like her head was about to hit the damn, table.
can I just ask a question?
and hey,
Did
Lady
it?
Tia, how you doing?
Hey, Lady Tia, did anyone know that she was cockeyed and she had loose skin?
Yes. I pay
Okay,
Oh,
attention to details. But
okay.
the
yeah,
way he said she threw her arms around him, almost took him down. He said, "Oh, he was talking about her loose skin." I was like,
she better chill. She better chill because he said there's more, and King Roman is not the one to be playing with. And when he starts, who knows if there was a pass made, who knows if there was some type of inappropriateness, who knows like
I
what.
wouldn't be surprised,
I
Sassy.
definitely would not be surprised. And so I mean, as much as I'm making fun of her and I'm reveling in this because the bitch harassed me for a damn near 3 years over nothing. I mean, I know she's not gonna take my advice, but she should. I give great advice, girl. Just stand down and just go on hiatus for like a week or two and come back like nothing happened, child.
But where can she go?
Pizarro hasn't
Because
Pizarro hasn't thrown her away.
that's true. That
ODS is
is
not
true.
ODS is not upset with her. I mean, she has,
Okay.
yeah, she has.
Okay. Good. Good. But no, she has to realize only Nina, and this is no shade to Nina at all. They seem to be good friends, good Judies. Nina's going to be the only one in Pizarro that, protects her. And for her to say no one protects her, and well, she hasn't said that, but that's what she wants, you know, is ludicrous because didn't Pizarro make her co-host?
I don't know. I sparingly watch Pizarro, so I don't know.
I think she did. I think
Okay,
she
well,
did.
but
And
This was
TMO
what
was
did I
calling.
say?
TMO said that
who
she
friend
was her
calling chocolate
protege.
me?
She said not chocolate on chocolate crime.
Who friend calling chocolate me?
No, TMO. She
No,
talking
but
about.
it's chocolate on chocolate crime. So there's
Talk
two.
about
Oh
her and
yes,
TMO. Yeah.
I think
you
you talk about
yes.
me and TMO. Friend, be quiet.
Yes, she is. That's so funny. Oh my God.
Friend, I want to leave her in her car crying chocolate tears, darling. That's what I want to leave her.
Mm-mm-mm.
But
Well, I wish her nothing but the best
fuck that bitch.
because
All
she
right.
get. You
Fuck
know
that
what?
dumb, ugly, mean, dirty, nasty bitch. All right.
Okay.
All right, Tanya. Because me and Corey about.
And if you go live Sunday, I'm gonna be there and I'm gonna share and tag,
Oh,
You
bitch.
know what?
because if you don't, ain't get that, just dumb shit.
It's gonna be a cat fight.
You know, stupid shit. You'll be like, wait, what don't you hop on my goddamn link goddamn 3 times a week? It's just dumb shit.
Girl, you know I
Let
love
me
you,
just
boo.
say this. Let me just say
I love you
this.
back, girl.
I don't care what Kimmy and you say, sassy. I was gonna call you sexy. Lord
Hey,
Jesus. Um, I wish that woman nothing but the best,
yeah.
in her endeavors because she has a daughter to raise.
Okay,
So
well,
she needs to keep it
yeah.
together.
She don't have it
And
together. You mean get it together?
oh God, okay,
I
I'm
mean, just
trying.
stop the shenanigans, Corey. She's a hot fucking mess and she's mean and
Oh,
vile and vulgar. This is
okay,
because this is fucking karma.
okay, all right.
I'm gonna leave so you can talk nice about her, but
You,
feeling bad for somebody who throws rocks literally upside somebody's head and then hides their hands is bullshit. She's a mean
well,
fucking bitch.
uh, uh,
Ooh,
okay,
child.
okay.
Well, say it with your chest, girl.
She is, though, y'all. She is a mean
She
fucking
is.
bitch.
She is. She's a mean girl. She is. She is. And I never understood why she couldn't stand you. And I never could understand why she couldn't move past Kimmy.
Because
You
she's
know what I
Yeah.
mean? And all the
obsessive
whining.
compulsive.
And
She's
all the whining. Yeah,
oh
she
yeah.
it, but I'm trying. I'm trying to
I
be.
never understood why she didn't like Sassy. I mean, I, I'm not
I
saying you
kind of get
perfect, but
it.
it's kind of hard to not like Sassy. I'm like, what has she
I
done to you?
don't know. I kind of get that part. But
I
anyway,
knew
I
she was coming.
digress.
I knew she was coming, Tanya. Whatever, Corey.
Okay. I love you, girl.
I love you
Yeah.
too. Listen, I can understand why a person would not like Sassy, especially a insecure, fat, ugly bitch. Like I would not like
Ooh,
Sassy.
Lord
No, I
Jesus.
wouldn't. I wouldn't like Sassy either. But
Mm-hmm.
I'm not even being facetious. I probably wouldn't like my pompous ass either. Okay. So that's like
Mm-hmm.
you don't have to like me. That's not the point of it all.
Mm-hmm.
Just don't overly obsess about people that you clearly don't fucking care for.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Because I sure don't. If it's somebody I don't care for on here, I just
Talent
bypass them. Like bypass
talent
them.
said
And if it's somebody I think is not, there's a lot of clicks on here, okay? We cannot deny that. There's a lot of clicks on here, and a lot of people get way more support than a lot of other people. Do y'all ever hear me come on here and talk shit
not
at
one.
all?
Do your
no.
shit. I
I
gotta
don't
go
care if I
because
only get
Talent
50 views or
talents
100 views or whatever. I don't be up here, that bitch over there, they every over there.
talent said get down, sassy.
I
Hey,
know I
talent.
gotta
All right,
go.
Sassy. He said get down.
I gotta go because my ex still runs my YouTube.
Girl, he pulling your coattail like mother pulled Jay Wilson off of Miss Tiva's panel.
I got my ex is still running my life. Okay, that was
Okay.
it's just a sad situation over here. All right,
Okay.
y'all. I'll holler y'all. I'll see y'all
All
tomorrow.
Okay.
right.
I ain't
All
gotta
right,
All
go.
you
let me
need.
go.
I'll
See
see
you
y'all
in the chat.
Sunday or
okay.
somewhere. Yeah.
I think I'm just kidding about Sunday. Seriously, I don't want to put gas on the fire
Well,
unless
even
that
if you don't do a surviving, still go live. Still go live.
She
no, because
always pushes.
it has to be about TMO. And quite honestly, I'm giving Choreo a hard time, but I meant what I said. I'm not. It's very hard for me to not click these links, especially with my homegirls like y'all to talk about this because it's just a hot topic. It just by
Yeah.
happenstance that I'm a little part of that. Well, actually, a big part, which I'm really happy about that this set her off that I came
I
back.
see.
But I know
Mm-mm.
I can't help it. But we all understand that there's something going on. So I was totally just kidding. I'm not gonna do a surviving TMO unless that bitch comes out and does a live and says a whole bunch of nasty shit. I'm gonna click that goddamn live button. I'm gonna contact Kimberly, and baby, it's gonna be a bougie good time. Do you fucking hear me? So just like King Roman, bitch, I'm not trying. I'm really trying, girl. I'm really trying. But you know, you do have the ability to trigger me. So if you want, if you know, listen, if you want to go, then we can go.
Oh, he was definitely triggered. And Fran, I agree. Sassy sounds like a good brunch buddy. I could have so much fun with Sassy, child.
We can
Girl,
have
don't
fun,
be
girl.
because I be on Sassy stoop like on 227 every morning with bros and
We will have a good time, girl. All right, I'll see y'all. For real, I'm leaving this time. Bye,
all
y'all.
right, boo.
Okay.
All right,
Bye bye.
bye bye. And Lady Tia said, I have nothing against TMO. I just see how she moves. It's easy to it's very easy to ignore. Oh yeah.
Yeah. You girl, you I love when you press Sassy to go live because you do it every time. You going live this Sunday, and I'm
Because
sitting
I
here
be
going,
missing
yeah, I
her.
know, and I'm just saying, I'll be sitting here going, thank you for asking, thank you for asking. And Talon, I heard you were talking about me, but we'll talk about it later. Go ahead,
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right. We're gossiping, gossiping. You know that's all we be doing is gossiping. But you know what? Something KRN said was that she wanted the only reason why she joined his chat was because she wanted protection from him. And I'm like, that's one thing I never got from TMO because she used to have some really good shows. I know a lot of people never care for her, but I used to watch her a lot. And I thought she had some pretty good shows. And then it just turned to colorism and people not supporting me. And I'm like, child, if half of us on here did what you did and come on here whining all the time about not getting support, like, what does that look like? People who support you are going to support you, whether you got 20 in the chat or 2,000 in the chat. You need to make your commentary. You need to do your shows for the people who support you, not for the people who don't support you. And I appreciate my support. I know we're not a big panel or big channel over here, but I appreciate every single one of y'all who support me, my members, likes, shares, all that shit. I really do. And some of y'all, like, y'all know I do stuff from the hood to the White House, right? Including big segment shit. So every other few days, I might do a hood story from my hood. Y'all don't know shit about where I live. But guess what? One of those videos is almost at 1,100 for a local news story. You know who's watching it? The people from my hood. So I make commentary for everybody. A lot of y'all don't watch the TV shows that I watch, but the people who watch those TV shows, a lot of them support me and they watch my TV show reviews. So everything you do is not for everybody. That's all I'm saying. Just get on your show and do your damn support. Like, I mean, do your show.
Yeah, and I just think that, and this is no shade to Nina, but I just kind of think that that pairing of the two of them is not positive because I think that the colorism topic would have ended a long time ago. I think TMO would have talked about it. You know what I'm saying? She probably would have sprinkled it here or there, throughout the time. But I think that, Nina really pushed that, and even when
and I still
TMO
think
has
she's white, but go ahead. I'm going on
no,
mute.
I said that. I said that, TMO would have sprinkled it here or there along the way after the big blow up. But I think that when at times when TMO wasn't talking about it and no one was talking about colorism, I've seen Nina jump up on the panel and bring it up and start it all over again, and it changes the narrative,
Yep.
and it started being the live would start being about colorism, which is a trigger for TMO. And I kind of think that it just, I don't know why Nina would do that. Sometimes I would just wonder about that. Why would you get your friend all upset? That would be like if, I don't know, if macaroni and cheese triggered you, but you guys were up here talking about pot roast, mashed potatoes and gravy, and just having a great time. And I come up and go, "Well, Hood Table, did you eat any macaroni and cheese?" Knowing that would set you off, change the whole, timber of the live. And I just saw her do that. So sometimes I wonder if, that pairing is good for TMO, because I don't understand it, because I don't see anything positive as far
Hmm.
as YouTube. Now, maybe privately it's great, but it seems like they probably talk about YouTube most of the time, and and it sets TMO off, and it helps to make her feel a certain type of way. Now, that's just my opinion only
Hmm.
from what I've seen.
Well, he
To
did
me,
mention her name last night, Nina. He said, "Why don't you start your own damn chat and you and Nina could be over there talking about Bree, Yaya, ODS, and Pizza, and everybody else." So, child, I don't know. I don't know. I still don't believe Nina Black, but fuck it. I don't care. It don't matter. But yeah. I don't know.
yeah, but I thought, she said she was through with, Pizarro, because remember they had that blow up.
Right.
And once again, because TMO, is feeling bad about, the situation that has occurred. And she's upset and hurt, and I'm going to give her that. But, Nina's down she's politicking. Well, KRN should have told her, before anyone found out that she was blocked out of the chat. And it's like, for what? He was feeling some type of way. His people were getting upset and complaining to him. Other people wouldn't even drop down because she'd be in there doing whatever she did. A lot of people felt uncomfortable and left the chat because she was in there, and they remember the blessed. Well, there's a lot of things to remember, the Blessed Watkins, the Kimmy, and how she got up there and spilled all the tea.
Oh yeah, that's what I was trying to remember. There was some other chat or something in the background that she had been blasted for in the past. And what's up, Talent? How you doing?
It was blessed.
Uh,
Oh,
good
good,
morning.
good
Good
morning,
mo-
talent.
Good
good
morning.
morning.
Happy 420.
Oh yeah, I just grabbed my vape pen because I do plan to. It's
Uh,
technically it's 4:20 every day for me, but I do want to say good morning, Hood.
good,
I do want to say good morning, Corio.
good morning,
Um,
talent.
the reason why I said that, and you're probably wondering why would he tell Sassy to come down? Because you have to understand, she she's really, and I've been in her situation where when someone who has antagonized me, someone who has really just insulted my intelligence, and I'm talking about SK, I was over exuberant. Uh, Anytime I saw him and where I was, I had to say something, had to take a jab. I had to, because for a variety of things that he did to me, he did to Sassy. So I was just, and anytime he did anything wrong, I was quick to jump on it. And so when that situation happened with him well, not borrowing, but the situation, well, I guess it was a borrow situation where one of his elderly subscribers had to send him $250 because he didn't have any money and he had already tapped out all of his friends and family. That's the type of bum he is. Uh, when that came out, I was like, aha, had that light bulb. I was like, I told y'all, I told y'all this guy's a clown, and I was beating my chest. And taking a step back a year later and after Sassy had to sit me down, uh, uh, figuratively speaking, and explain to me, she said, hey, you know, it is getting to look a little odd that every time you see SK, you have to poke at him. You have to jump on a platform and talk to him. And I was initially defensive because that's just the natural reaction. But I'm always
Sure.
talking about high emotional intelligence. And
Sure.
initially, I had to work that through my head. I'm like, because I was defensive at first. I was like, nah, you don't know what you're talking about. This a man thing. This is no, 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 no. You don't know what you're talking about. Okay, but a couple weeks later, uh, couple weeks later, um, I saw Sir King, and immediately I was about to do something. I was about to say something, about to click a link. And then
Hmm.
I had Sassy in my head saying, uh. And I pulled back. And ever since then, I'm not that vocal about SK. So I do get her. So I was just kind of tapping her to let her know I don't want her to get to the point where she's, just going around from platform to platform talking about who someone who may have some issues, so that is just something that I did. Now that I took up some time to get real serious up here, because you two are so quiet. I'm used to these beef sector platforms where I can barely speak or get a word out, and people are yelling. And Hood, how do you handle a situation where you have two bozos on your platform that are constantly interrupting? Do you keep yelling at them to be quiet, or what is your approach?
Well, I only really had that happen once.
Oh
And that
wow.
was with Lady Snoop and Church Lady.
Oh really?
That was the only time because I guess people are used to us not being like that over here. So most people, I swear, people just get on my panel, and I'm not gonna like be just popping people on the hand if they say the wrong thing because people know we don't hold back over here. There's no censoring. Say what the fuck you want to say, but I don't know. People just some people get on some people's channels and they just rawr, you
Yeah,
know.
it's just so frustrating to me, and I had talked about it on Sassy's platform, but that just shows you how just frustrated I am because I have to go to. Can you still hear me? Hello.
Oh yes, we hear you. Yep.
Yes, we
Oh
we
yeah.
can hear you.
So I had to go to other platforms that are more peaceful, more tranquil, because sometimes it can get a bit much. As much as I like the content, but when I can't really hear the content, it becomes a problem, and I hate for that to happen. So
Yeah, I don't like that either. Like, there's a lot of people who sometimes I don't watch them because it's 10 people yelling at the same time, or, people trying to out mic each other. And I hate when somebody can't be heard and then they say, oh, this person won because they mic louder. Yeah, I hate that. Like, can we let them talk one at a time, please?
I.
Put one down, bring one back up. I don't know.
Yeah, it just amazes me how so many of our content creators in the sector don't know this simple conversational etiquette, nor do they know StreamYard management. Because, like you said, people don't try that with you. They don't feel comfortable disrespecting your platform because people will say Tiny is no nonsense. You know what I'm saying? That's what they'll say, and they know they can't do that on, let's say, who else they can't really do that on Jay Wilson's platform. They can't do it on Sassy's platform. There's a bunch
Right.
where people just don't feel comfortable. But I was watching yesterday, some woman got on somebody's platform, just took over the whole spotlight and just started cursing people out in the chat, and
Who?
the CC, the content creator, just allowed that to happen. Just stepped aside. It was weird. Fran, now you know better. I'm not here to hype any song. Actually, the real reason it wasn't even about Sassy. To be honest, I know you talk about real world subjects, and and no one's really
But you know
talking.
what, talent?
What?
I'm gonna go back to what you asked me once before.
Oh,
And
sure.
you asked me once before, how does it feel to support a lot of people over here and not receive that support back the same way I give it out? And I mentioned that before, that
Mm.
people who support me, they can support me and things like that. That's the same thing I said about Demon Soul many times, including today. Like, the people who support you, just accept that support and appreciate it, and fuck everybody else. Like, I believe truly, if I don't share your video as many times as you should, there you shouldn't get mad. Vice versa. But as far as what you were saying about the yelling and the talking and all that kind of stuff, that is some of the reason why a lot of people don't come over here. And I recognize it for what it is. Do I get upset? No. I know a lot of people like to have that drama and that yelling and screaming and arguing and cursing, and people say, "Shut up, shut up." I can't hear you. Like Jay Wilson did last night. With shut up, shut up. Like, people like that shit. So you know what I'm saying, and I get
Yeah,
it. I get it. But what I do over here, some people like too, and I accept and appreciate those who support me. I take it. I take what I can get. And I'll keep doing my content, discussing everything from the hood to the White House, including the B sector. And those are here for it. We'll be here for it.
And
yeah.
I think talent. I think I'm the disruption between the two of us. You know, I do the most sometimes up
Well,
here.
no, let me tell you
You know,
something about you because I don't remember the point. Sassy and I were talking recently this week. You had said something, and it was, and I think I had messaged her. We were both messaging. Fran, I know it's all good. I was messaging Sassy, and I think we both sent the text at the same time because look at, I was like, look at Choreo. And I was because it was so Choreo is just so outspoken, speaks her mind, and usually her thoughts are aligned with my thoughts. So
oh, okay.
and I always say when Choreo and Molly is kind of veering somewhere else, but usually Molly is on point with a lot of things, but now he's taking some positions I don't understand, but it's no big deal. Molly's still my boy. But
Hmm.
what I came up here because I know you talk about real world issues and not just the
Yes.
mess. And I had talked
Hmm.
about this on T Velocity, but there's so much new troubling things happening. And
Yes.
Hood, I really think someone needs to take time because even in the smallest crevices of the YouTube space in the beef sector, I think we still need to illuminate these issues because what's about to happen over the course of this year is we're at an inflection point in history, and people and some people know about this and some people don't. And I hate to bring your conversation away, but I figure since it's a intimate crowd this time, we can really get into something. I don't want to get too deep in it because we need a whole live to discuss it. But
Right.
there's a couple things happening. And the first thing is, I don't know if both of you saw what happened with the black woman, the Uber driver. I think she may have been 60 years
Yes.
old. You
Yeah, I
saw,
heard
Yes.
about that.
yeah. Okay, so this is part of something troubling, and it's saying the quiet part out loud. And I can get away with it because it's a very small number here, and hopefully people think I'm trolling now because I don't want anybody to. I don't want to disappear, but this is deadly serious where we're at right now. A lot of things are happening. There is a fight for this country, and
Right.
what is going to be done. And one of the things that is being swept under the rug, they did it the right way. A couple of days ago, the FBI director came out and said that Chinese hackers have compromised critical infrastructure in the US, and it'll be a devastating attack. They don't know when, but they know it's gonna happen. Now you can research this. Don't trust me. I don't want you to assume I'm trolling because I told you right now I'm being deathly serious. Now, this happened 2 days ago. Now, you don't hear anybody talking about this. Now, part of this is they don't want people to panic.
Right.
But I also have to tell you what's happening with this issue, geopolitical issues with Pa- uh, Palestine and Iran and Israel. Now, this situation as well is very volatile, and it can be, and what's going on here will dictate what happens over there because there's this big fight. So I know you're wondering, where am I going with all of this? Well, first of all, and I'm going to say this real quickly. A large segment of our community, and I'm talking about a specific segment, white people have become fed up with black people. Now, a large number of black people don't realize that because, a lot of them don't have real meaningful conversations with them. So over the course of when we had George Floyd and statues were tearing down and everything. There was also on the other side a whole algorithmic movement by Russian hackers and people racist in the US to put into white people's mind, look at these black people. They were being pushed certain videos to them through algorithms. And that's why I was with some of my white friends, and this is trying to bring it current over the last year. And I was looking at what was being fed to them through TikTok, through other sources, and it was all these break-ins by black people into jewelry stores. I mean, they were just receiving. It was things where black people were just like clowning, which I mean, we are known to be full of fun and life, but it was like more of a Samboist type of clowning that was being pushed to them. Then there,
Right.
on the other hand, there's also this flashy, ignorant. Uh, 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 Black people with money just flaunting it, and see, all of this may sound disconnected, but there's a bigger picture, and this goes to this fight, and this goes to why that man felt comfortable shooting that black woman, and he probably will get let off with house arrest
Oh
for
yeah,
murder.
especially because of his age, and he
Yeah,
obviously was out of his damn mind. But that's fucked
but
up. That's all
but
that's great.
But it's not just that. In
Yeah,
certain areas in Chicago, black women have been showing up missing left and right. Now, some
right.
Yes.
black men have been showing up in Lake Michigan. Uh,
Yes.
In Los Angeles, had a series of black women models. One was found in a refrigerator. There were some instances where they found that people's body parts in Alabama
Hmm.
that were prison inmates, their organs have been removed
You
without
just saw
asking
that
the
on the news the
family.
other day, Talent. There's
Yeah,
another story.
yeah. But these aren't just isolated things that are happening. So here's the big one. Besides the Chinese infrastructure attack is really big, and if you know what our infrastructure and how they want to make us panic, and it's in the FBI directives, but no one's they they did it in such a way, they released this information that it
Hmm.
almost fell under the radar, and I don't
Hmm.
know if anyone knew about this, but it just happened about a day and a half ago. But look, let's get back to this though. So now we had a federal judge in Texas just recently strike down this program, this development business program. Stu- They struck down some of what they do in terms of allocating certain jobs for black developers. It was based on systemic racism. So we need to address that by holding so many of these positions for black developers to apply. That's
Hmm.
been stricken down now. And this is part of and you can look this up as well. Trump's team has been pushing forth anti-white racism legislation. You can just type anti-white racism in Google because I don't want anybody
Hmm.
to say pick your whatever, because this is truthful, not not just fabricating things. This is not disinformation. They have put forth anti-white racism, and their goal is to strike down any type of like DEI. They did it with the affirmative action in universities.
Mhm.
Anything that was giving preferential treatment to black folks, that
Mhm.
has been removed because the goal is they felt, and this is the conversations that with white people that I have, that a lot of people aren't privy to. They felt that Asians and other people coming over here were more committed to furthering their groups, their ethnic groups, than black people who have been here this entire time and are up here flaunting their wealth of gold chains. They're on that type of logic. And
Mhm.
a lot of these Appalachian whites, these poor whites, they don't want, they already had an issue with that, but Trump stoked that fire. So now they're revved up. And so, and again, refer to Google for this. Trump has spoken about this anger. This country is angry, and it's very clear. But a lot of people don't know. They kind of laughed him off. They didn't understand what he was talking about. I have white friends who are very angry. They talk about wokeism, the F wokeism, and I'm able to still have a discourse with these people because we're educated individuals with sound mind, high EQ. We can have these conversations without being too rambunctious or want to fight each other. But these are
Mhm.
the conversations I've seen my liberal white friends over the past 2 years start questioning things, saying, Langston, I don't know about certain things. I kind of see what is being said from the right, from the far right.
Mhm.
So
Mhm.
these are the things, and putting this all together, we're getting back to chasing black men down and shooting them. We're black men are disappearing, black women are disappearing in various states. You have a Senate candidate in Arizona, Carrie Lake, who is saying
Oh, I
that we
can't
now need
stand
to.
her.
Yes, it's very disingenuous, more
Mhm.
disingenuous than binary. And
Mhm.
see, Carrie is talking about uh, for the election, strap on your Glock. So
Wow.
there's a bigger picture, and I don't have enough time to put all the pieces together, but it's
Mhm.
important that when you hear somebody trolling, if you hear Pizarro say, don't vote, voting, voting never did us anything.
Right.
If you're ever going to vote,
Mhm.
now is the time in November, because
Mhm.
I'm telling you, and look up the white racism things that they're doing. They're going around filing lawsuits currently against certain government legislation,
Mhm.
governmental agencies that are trying to benefit black people, and they're
Mhm.
saying, and they're putting Asians up to it too, because Asians are saying, hey. Look, we're also a minority group. Why can't we also be provided some things? So, a lot of things are working against black people, and they're rolling back. We have a conservative justice system that is
Mhm.
slowly. They started on a Roe v. Wade, and
Mhm.
now that they're creeping into affirmative action. They've
Mhm.
done a good job dismantling that. And now they're
Mhm.
headed into more deeper territory, and you got to be prepared. And for those, I feel like I'm Noah for the past 2 years. I told people, uh, look, this is what's happening. And now it's not a situation if Biden can be elected again. He
Mhm.
can't. He can't.
Don't say that. Don't say
No, no,
that.
no, no. You have to no, because
Ugh.
I don't see us really rallying enough, because it's going to take. It's not just us, Corio. We only make up a small percentage of the population. We're going
Right.
to have to rely on our intelligent white friends, our intelligent Asian friends, and there's a large number
Right.
of us.
Right.
But you understand how close it was the last election.
Right.
Now, considering all that has gone on, and the disinformation they put out on Biden, and even Biden himself is, he's elderly, and
Yeah.
there's some issues. people aren't getting the correct information. So we have to start preparing for the eventuality if this happens, that and we have a justice system that is already a conservative justice system, so they
Mhm.
technically they can do a lot of damage.
A
So
lot.
I
Yeah.
think this is a situation where we may have to really start incorporating into the mess real topics. And I know Ronnie Q does it, but I think that other content creators, because Pizarro uh, is what you call an influencer. All you content creators, you can have
Yeah.
like 20 to 2,000 people. You're all influencers, and what we've
Right.
determined, and this is how Reagan and all of these other people, Schwarzenegger got elected, Trump got elected. The American, the electorate, the U.S. electorate, is stupid. The
Yes, it
majority,
is.
yeah, there's a lot of people who are, and you can see it in the beef sector. Look how people are easily influenced just with no real receipts. They just they'll take something that somebody else has said, and that person is just untrustworthy, and
Mm-hmm.
they will base their opinion based on what that untrustworthy person has told them. And you can
Mm-hmm.
see how you can really manipulate weak minds in this sector, and you see it all the time because you have weak-minded content creators leading more weak-minded subscribers and viewers.
Mm-hmm.
And
Mm-hmm.
so this is a situation where we're at. And I before I would be last year or somewhere, we got to fight the good fight. Now it looks like I don't know anymore. So now, and this is the last thing I'll close with, and no one is really talking to anybody about this. And I don't know if you can Google it. I don't know, but I'm going to tell you something. There has been a large number of wealthy individuals, people I know, across the U.S. who have gotten second passports to specific countries. I won't get into any of that. You can do your, if it's out there, you can do your research.
Mm-hmm.
That they know because of the volatility outside of the U.S.
Mm-hmm.
And what's going on inside of the U.S., which some people have been alleging. This is how the CIA would, kind of like destabilize
Mm-hmm.
a foreign country's government by
Mm-hmm.
doing what's, because now we're fighting within ourselves in the U.S. And a lot of this stuff was stoked by certain things. It's a long thing to get into. If I really had a couple hours, because that's how long it would take to piece this together. I'm trying to do it in 20 minutes, but
Mm-hmm.
I'm telling you something. And a lot of us, and this is what I said on T Velocity, a lot of my friends and myself, we have this very it's really a concern. It's a dread.
Mm-hmm.
It's a dread that's hanging over the air because
Mm-hmm.
we know something's coming. We don't know what it is exactly, but we can see it. We can see, because it doesn't matter who wins that election. There's going to be people mad on the other side,
Mm-hmm.
and it's not going to be black people for the
Mm-hmm.
most part. I mean, when I say mad, I'm talking about, yeah, when white folks get mad, you know what
Mm-hmm.
happens. I'll
Mm-hmm.
tell you, Timothy McVeigh. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
you know, uh, things can start happening fairly
Mm-hmm.
quickly. But I would definitely, yeah, and the migration issue as well. There's a lot of issues that are turning the tide over to someone who has all these court cases pending against them. In a
Mm-hmm.
in a sane society,
Right.
this candidate would never be taken seriously. But I know I know we were having fun with the whole beef sector stuff, but I can't, with a good conscience, not say I haven't. This isn't doing my best by speaking to this small segment of YouTube, but it's something. It's a start, and if it can be passed on to people, that's great. I don't know if people are going to listen, but you can do your own research on what I said, and you'll see. Oh, he wasn't lying. He's not playing, and
Mm-hmm.
and the reason why I can say this And this is why we have this dread over our heads, because we're plugged in. And that's
Mhm.
all I can say. We're plugged in. So what I'm telling you is to prepare yourselves accordingly, whatever that involves. And, understand a lot of things are happening. It may not make much sense now, what's happening, but we have a country that has been radicalized. Part of the
Mhm.
country has been radicalized. And
Mhm.
and if you know what I'm saying, you know what I'm saying. But just take the necessary precautions. Uh,
Right.
but that's all I wanted to say.
Can
Hate to
I
be a downer,
no,
but
can I just say this real quick?
sure, Corey.
Um, because I'm scared of the power grid situation and life, period, because I agree with everything Talent just said. I think that when we have these little outages in cities, I've always said I think that's China testing. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
they've
And
been
so,
testing.
yeah, they're testing
Yeah.
our system. So what I did was, it won't if it happens and it's long term. But there's this company called Jackery, and they sell little power stations, like, and I bought one. They have different wattages for whatever you need. They have from 240 all the way up to 3,000 watts you can use, like, and you could power things. And I bought it for my phones, my tablets. I have a TV. You can run it on that, so you can maybe, hopefully, if TVs are still, they have power, we have power in your area, you can watch that. Also, and they have an option in the back also where you can attach a what are they called? The solar panels. So I
Oh,
bought a
okay.
solar panel to go with it. So in case the power goes completely out, I can take my little power station outside and juice it up with the solar panels. And I also bought a radio where you can crank it, hand crank it, and it works
Oh,
in
hand crank
case,
radio. Oh, okay.
yes, in case the power is out. So I figure with those two things, you know,
Well, I will say
it,
this: you're taking the correct measurements, but I would hope you understand from what Christopher Wray has said, our FBI director,
mhm,
and you can look this up about the upcoming. I hate to say it like that, but the upcoming situation here, it's going to be devastating.
yeah,
Now, so I don't think there's going to be a situation where, like at work when the computers go down and, for 2 hours, it's not going to be that.
yeah,
This could be for an extended period, because the thing is they want to, according to the FBI director, induce panic. So please read about that. Read about the anti-white racism
mhm,
uh, uh, platform that Stephen
mhm.
Miller, which is Trump's advisor,
Can't
part
stand
of the
him.
exactly. So
Mhm,
what they're doing, you can see, they're saying this out loud now. Before they used to, veil it. They're letting you know out loud what's happening. So
mhm,
please do your research, and I know the viewership probably went down, but I do apologize. I kind of knew it was because we want mess. I I know how that is,
mhm,
but I just think
mhm,
it has to be said. And if I just
mhm,
reach one person, two people, however many
mhm,
people, at least I've made an attempt.
mhm,
And this is just one warning. I haven't even given you a warning about generative AI and how that's going to replace a lot of jobs. And
mhm,
they can do it now, but again, this is a situation where they don't want to induce panic for
mhm,
companies. But
mhm,
everything that like a customer service job, look at
mhm,
me how I've replaced singers. I single handedly was involved in a movement to replace singers, and this is why you'll see musicians that were selling their masters over the past couple of years, and people didn't understand why all of these musicians, because the things uh, that are capable being done. It's
Mhm.
unbelievable. I remember
Mhm.
I did that video for Sassy where I had like a trailer announcing one of her upcoming lives, and
Mhm.
I created the video by hand in it where it looked like a real newscaster
Mhm.
talking, a real life person talking, and I'm like 100 times more advanced now. So where I can have Hood talking to Lady Nika, their actual talking.
Mhm.
I can't release it now because it's just not for the public. This is for my own sandbox. But
Mhm.
where I can literally just have and plug into what I want the two avatars of you, the lifelike avatars of the Hood and Lady Nika talking, and I don't even need to have them as content creators. I can just plug in what I want them to say and
Mhm.
give the and also plan it. So what I'm saying is there's a lot of things happening all at once here, and strap up. I mean, strap up is in your seatbelts,
Mhm.
but take that
And
any way you
strap
want
up
to.
the other way too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, I'm not.
But
I'm talking
but
about the seatbelts, but you know what? You know what?
but seriously, you guys need to get a little power bank. I stand on that, talent. I really do, because and get a hand crank, a can opener, just little silly stuff like that, because we won't
Yeah.
have electricity. I'm sure of it.
Hey,
Well,
bro.
well, they're talking about the infrastructure, so it could be electricity, it could be water. Something
Right.
could, yeah, it could be anything. We don't know. The FBI director hasn't really made it clear. He just said, and if you go and look, he
Hmm.
said that it will be devastating and it is designed to induce panic. And then when you have those balloons that were coming over here, plus
Right.
a lot of you may not know, but the Chinese government was connected was connected to a hack on U.S. Citizens, their medical records. They wanted to assess our medical records. This happened 3 years ago, and nobody has talked to. This is a situation now. A lot of people are saying, why would they want our medical records? And it's a good question. Some are saying they want to get an advance on research, but then there's also a more nefarious perspective, which I won't get into because then that is borderline conspiracy. But the ultimate thing, everything I've said over the past 20 minutes, do your
Hmm.
research, Google, don't whatever your news source, your trusted news source is, and verify
Hmm.
it, and you'll
Hmm.
understand what I'm telling you is on point. It's just that
Hmm.
it's designed not,
Hmm.
first of all, people aren't piecing all this together. But the attack on our infrastructure, which should be all over the news, I just found it kind of odd that it's been kind of like just like let out in the middle of the night,
Hmm.
and no one really is aware. But it's all good though. Hopefully, I've accomplished something. Hey, Yaya.
Well, I
Um,
appreciate the conversation,
I do
and something
too.
Corio said about the hand crank radios and stuff. The other day, you were saying something about the can opener. My electric can opener broke, and I panicked because I was making something, and I needed to open this can, and I'm like, damn it, I'm gonna have to do an old school, try to knife this damn thing open, and I went through my drawers and I found a can opener that I didn't even buy. It actually came with my housewarming gifts when I bought my house 4 years ago, and I just never used it. And just
Hmm.
shit like that. Like
Hmm.
I never, when you don't, you used to using electricity so
Hmm.
often to
Yeah.
where I panicked because I know I didn't have a can opener, but
Hmm.
I guess never paid attention to my
Hmm.
housewarming gifts when I threw them all in the drawer. But yeah,
And I'm just going to tell you guys one more thing. On Amazon, they have these straws that filter out, dirty water, in case
oh,
of
I heard about that.
emergencies. Yeah,
Yeah.
so I ordered like, and they last a long time, but not forever. But so far, I've bought like five. They're not really expensive, But in case, we have, like, say they shut off the water, but it rains and people are collecting rainwater, you can drink that with the straw, even if, that's not clean water, but it
Well,
cleans the water, it purifies
ha-
the water for
has
you.
there been some testing on that? Because I have
Yeah,
heard about that, but then
yeah,
they're saying people have like put this straw in like real dirty, like real, and
yes,
it's filtered out like 95%
right.
of any type of bacteria and stuff. But I just
Yes, it's
wonder
been
about
tested.
that. Yeah,
Yeah, well, it's been tested. Um, Seen people do it. Then they come back like a month later and they're like, see, I'm healthy, and it's been approved. I mean, what can you do?
well, yeah,
You gotta,
yeah. I guess it's worth it. I mean, it's worth. Yeah, you got to have water. So
gotta have water.
Right.
You can not eat, for a long time and survive. Not a long time, but it's only a few days without water. You're gonna get ill. And if it does at least 95% of the germs and the bacteria and stuff,
That
and it
is a
cleans it
lot.
up,
that
you
is a good
know,
question, Frank.
Oh
right.
yeah, that is a good question.
Yeah.
And let me
Uh,
welcome my bro to the panel. Hey, bro. Good morning.
But
He
that's
probably.
all I gotta say. That's all.
oh, okay.
I'm not a doomsday person, but
Oh, neither am I.
yeah,
Neither am
like
I.
Talent does, I read, I've been getting nervous, and I've just been collecting a few things. Like I have an emergency bag, it has my pass, it has everything in there. And maybe I got a little food in there, little dog food in there. So if it comes to waiting on the Red Cross, or maybe I can survive for a few days. That's it. I'm not going to say anything else. But
Yeah,
thank
I
you,
don't.
Well, thank you
Langston.
for hitting
It's
the panel,
very
Tom, with
important.
that
Yes, very important.
very knowledgeable information. I appreciate that.
Yes,
Oh, no problem. It was a
yes.
pleasure to
Thank
be on
you.
here. I will talk
Yeah.
to you later, and the next time I'll be talking about mess. But
Yeah, maybe
Okay.
we'll yell and scream at each other, see who might be able
Yes.
to.
And
no,
I'll do my
have a good one.
All
you
right, you
too.
too.
Look,
Hey, bro. Good morning.
good morning, bro.
What's going down?
Yes, sir.
We've been talking about everything from the hood to the White House. You know how we do over here.
Literally,
Yeah, I've been listening. I just been shit. They have to get out the house for a minute. Shit. Just clear. See, look at this fool. It's starting
Yeah.
already. No, it's just just had to get out for a minute with the missus. About to let her do her thing. But shit, clear my mind. I don't know if you remember, sis. I don't know if you remember Abdul Pressburg, do you?
Yeah, I do. I mean, he looked different in the picture that you sent me, but yeah, I do. I remember him from
Yeah, I didn't
school.
know. Yeah, I didn't even know if you had heard. But I mean, that's and what's the crazy part about it is that ain't something that you want to like literally wake up to. And, I mean, I check my social media, but I ain't all up in it like that. And that's the first thing I see. Like, really, like, wow, that. But other than that, that's definitely my condolences to the Westbrook family. But other than that, life keeps going. Got to keep moving. Just making sure everybody good. I wanted to tune in. I've been listening all week. I see how dipping and dabbling on things on the social media, so that's a good thing. I just been in kind of in the shadows, just shit, trying to clear my damn brain.
Yeah, sure.
Uh,
You never know what I'm gonna talk about. It might be some local news, some trending news, some celebrities, the beef sector.
but that shit that's going on with So Cold, that's kind of threw me. And then
With
I was
Yeah.
what?
like, oh, okay, you
With
know,
who?
he's a boxer, he's a fucking
Choreo.
bud.
She said who? Choreo. The other day I did a video on this boxer from Omaha who just got involved with a situation. He's here from here, and he's on the Terrence Bud Crawford team. You know Terrence Bud Crawford, the
Oh,
boxer.
yes.
Right. So
Yes, I know him.
he's on his team, and he's also works at his sports academy here in Omaha. But yeah, so maybe a month ago or so, or 3 weeks, something like that, he
No,
had his
that's
stolen.
that was
He had his car stolen, and his work phone was in the car. And so what he did was he tracked his work phone and came upon the people who was stealing his car, and they got out the car once they noticed that he was following them, and they tried to hide.
So they asked up.
Like whatever they was, like they was trying to hide, and he just got out his car and just started shooting at them. And he shot one of them, a 14-year-old girl, and she ended up in the hospital. So it's a lot of debate going on here because people are like, well, why would you track somebody down instead of calling the police? Because he didn't call the police until he got home. Like he drove the car, had blood in the car and everything. Bullet holes, he drove the car home and then called the police. So there's a lot of debate going on about is he wrong for doing that? Should he have just called the police? You got insurance, don't you? You know, why did you have to take it that far?
I like that when you guys talk about Omaha and Nebraska stuff. You know, y'all got to give us the story, and then give y'all, you know, because I had no idea what you're talking about because I haven't
You
saw
good?
that video yet. Okay,
and that's okay because I just literally did the video yesterday, bro.
Yeah, I haven't got.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, like I said, I've been following because I've been hearing y'all doing y'all chat and everything throughout the week. I just been in the backdrop, you know.
Yeah, that's okay. That's cool. That's cool.
But you know,
Evan,
other than
how
that,
do
I
you
mean,
feel?
that just put my.
She said, "How do you feel about it, bro?"
I mean, honestly, we all don't know the whole situation. But for him, especially with him, I mean, he already got issues with being. I mean, you know, former military. He was front line, so I mean, that was just here in what in 08 maybe when so he. I mean, he's still fresh off of the military and the war, you know, the wars, you know, type of syndrome. So and then to be a boxer of that caliber, I mean, he could. Who knows? He could have just went in like he could have went in battle mode. You know, who knows? Nobody really is going to know. I mean, and for him now, I'm pretty sure if he would have knew or understood that there was a 14 or just any type of, I'm sure he would have went Rambo style like that. But for some reason, especially if he was a little bit tipsy, that's clean. Then, yeah, he basically like, you know, that was his 13th read, basically. And I mean, there's no excuse. But for one, hell, even if he getting done wrong, I mean.
Bro. Can you hear me? Can anybody hear me?
I hear you, but
yeah.
Oh, there you go. There you go.
Yeah, my bad, because you know the phone wants, you know, they do that stupid, you know, when we want to go to blackout screen after so many minutes. But anyway, long story short, I think that he basically just, you know, when he snapped out, he just like, okay, man, people get tired of all this bullshit that's going on. You know, you stealing folks stuff, you shooting and killing each other up. You know, you trying to do stuff. I mean, you get tired of it, and it's like, damn, y'all should know that. You know, I'm over here in this area, in the area that they stole it from. It used to be bad like that, but over the years they cleaned it up because now it's vibrant over there. That's the medical student center. There's all kind of big money going over there. Frats and all kind of shit live all over there. They done totally renovated that Midtown 40th and Farnham area. Nevertheless, for them to take the man's shit, you know, and he probably, you know, he's most likely having a good time and like, man, this is some bullshit. You know, you niggas just stole my, you know, woo woo woo. So, hey, at the end of the day, you gotta, you sure? Yeah, he's basically at the end of the day, it was kind of like, hey, man, I'm not gonna just let nobody just take my stuff. And it's like he tracked it and like, okay, now they way out here. He tracked them way out in Southwest Omaha, and then they ended up way over for 35th to Hawthorne, which is like basically in Northeast Omaha. I mean, I don't know what the hell. So like I said, it's some hitting. I don't know. We only gonna know the truth until he speak on it, and basically the victim or whatever. Because me personally, even if somebody just I'll speak and use my truck for instance, I'm gonna be honest with you. I would be pissed because I worked my ass off for this, and I'm still, you know, bam, I still own on this. But at the end of the day, I'm not. If I'm gonna do my due diligence, and I know I track you down, and I see it's like some youngsters, no, I'm not gonna let loose. But if you little bastards got that pipe, I'm not calling. No, I'm not. I'll call the police and let them know where you at.
Well, did
But
they arrest the guy? Did they
well,
arrest
yeah,
the guy?
they had him on a no hold bond for a minute.
Oh, okay. Okay.
And I'm like, why? What he did do? Ain't no that. Y'all, you give a person that a no hold bond. I had family members that did some of the unforgivable. It didn't get no hold bond.
Mm-hmm.
So
Hmm.
what? Where the no hold bond to me is that's different, man. That's a whole different level of okay. Well, we go business boy. We're gonna make an example of this. We've been waiting
Mm-hmm.
for somebody in that camp to slip up. Oh
Right.
hell yeah, world's pound for
Mm-hmm.
pound camp, and that's your director of operations of your academy. Oh yeah, nigga, we about to stick it to him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we got to
Wow.
make an example of this. So, but
I
other
got.
than that, y'all know I didn't want a whole lot. I'm just on here vibing. I've been peeping y'all out. Y'all been doing y'all thing, you know. Just about to take this damn
Well,
dog
thank
out here
you
with a
for
little
peeping us
floor
out.
there.
I enjoy when people be peeping us out.
Yeah. Well, Hood Table, what do you feel? What do you feel about the situation? This is very
Well,
interesting. Mm-hmm.
I must say, and I said this in my little video, but I must say that I wouldn't have done what he did.
Mm-hmm.
Because one of our main laws here when it comes to our guns is we have the duty to retreat. This ain't no, like some states, they have different gun laws. And in Nebraska, we have a duty to retreat, and they really strict on that. Like they
Mm-hmm.
really strict on that. Like for example, the guy who had his car, some teenager was trying to steal his car out of his driveway in South Omaha, somewhere in Bellevue, and he came out, jumped in the car, and stabbed the little boy and killed him.
Oh my God. How
Yeah,
old was
stabbed
the
him
little
to death.
boy? How old
He
was the
was,
little
I don't
boy?
know, I don't remember. I did a story on it a few years ago, but he was
Okay.
a
Was he a
teenager. He was young.
teenager? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so he got a lot of heat because it's like, you were in your house. Yeah, he was in your car, but you stabbed the boy to death over your car.
Yeah.
Like you could
Yeah.
have called the cops. You could have. I mean, I understand people don't like they shit fuck with. I understand that,
Mm-hmm.
but it's a fucking piece of material.
Right.
So no, I
Right.
don't get chasing somebody down, running up on them in the bushes and shooting them.
Right.
I don't get why he did that, but like bro said, we don't know the entire story. I'm saying I wouldn't do anything like that. If I
Right.
was to chase them down or track them down, I would stay in my car or I would be calling the police. That's what most people do. They be like, "Man, my car's been stolen right now. I'm at such and such. Please assist."
Right.
He could have easily done that. It's a lot of different. It's a lot of different things he could have done.
Especially while he was following them, he could have called him
Right.
and they could have cut him off, or he didn't even have to wait till they pulled over to call, because to me it seems like that was on your mind anyway, to get even with the people that stole your car. That's why
And
you
that's how
didn't
some
call the
people. That's
police.
how some people
But
feel. Yeah, that's how some
you
people
know
look at it. And I did also say on my video, sometimes you do have to be in somebody else's shoes because at times it's hard for us to be like, "Well, I wouldn't do that." I'm just saying what I wouldn't have done.
hmm
I wouldn't have done that. I know for
But
sure if I had another vehicle, I would have probably most likely got in my car. And you know me, I got my camera. I would have had my camera going and everything on the phone with the police. Like, yeah, they grabbing my car. They just hit Ames Street. Now they going down to the Deuce. Now they going down.
right,
And I would have had my shit with me just in
right,
case.
right,
My shit goes with me every time I leave the house. So it would have definitely been with me.
right.
But I'm just
well,
waiting
what's
on
this?
more details. I'm just waiting to see
I
if more
I think what kind of really, well, I think what might kind of sting him though, just a little bit, is gonna be the fact that he had called two of his cousins, so they kind of in on it, kind of. So it's
yeah,
kind of like they got the beam in on it. So when you do stuff like that, and then somebody ends up injured. Unfortunately, there was a 14-year-old. There was a minor. Why the hell is she out? And she admitted that the fact that she was in the stolen car.
yeah, she
So I
admitted
mean,
it.
so it's like, but why? What was your purpose of what the hell are you doing out this late? any damn way. And you know, I mean, y'all joyride, you doing too much. You kind of bull. You almost lost your life behind basically doing something like that. Now, for him to do that, I mean, the way like you said, y'all got the retreat thing, and I can't do no retreat. Now, if I'm getting attacked, ain't no retreating at all. But like you said,
Of course, you
I
get
respect that.
yeah.
But I'm not. But no, I agree with you on that as far as that part. No, I'm not going because unfortunately, the state of Nebraska doesn't have. They're not going to. They're not going to like down here in Texas. That really would have almost basically been
Yeah, we don't
really
have that stand. We
legal.
don't have that stand your ground like a lot of people do.
Right.
Like the guy who got in trouble when somebody was stealing something out of his house. He woke up, found an intruder. The intruder was out the yard, onto the sidewalk in the street, and he's standing in his yard shooting at him. Like we can't do that here. We
Yeah,
can't.
that was the case.
That we learned when if you got a concealed weapons license here before they changed the rule, that was one of the main things they kept reiterating in that 8-hour fucking class that we had to take. If you can retreat, retreat. Because you can end up prison over a stolen car, over somebody breaking and entering your house, and they halfway down the block. You the one gonna end up in prison.
Because they no longer become the aggressor. I mean, it's like that down here too. I mean, you know, if somebody's breaking into your shit or whatever down here, now if they try to retreat, then no, you can't pop at them. But if they literally trying to get away, yeah, you can. It ain't about neutral. It ain't about killing them. I mean,
in your house, you wake up in the middle of the night and they in your bedroom look like they about to take your 50 off the wall, and you pull out your pistol. That's different. But if they've already left, the threat is gone. Yeah, we can get in big trouble here in Nebraska.
Yeah, that's here too. That's here too. You can't. Yeah, if somebody kick in your shit, but then if they start and they turn around and they get off the or if they out the door, you can't. We can't like gun them down, but it's hey, get your ass on up out of here because I don't understand with anybody nowadays. Why would you want to?
The only people that get away with shooting people that are retreating and they shoot and kill them in the back are white police officers killing black men. So, you know.
We already know, but I'm glad you brought it up, bro, because I wanted to ask you, because I was hoping you could join me talk about it the other day. But I wanted to ask you, like, with the position that he's in, the high that he still has to be on from last year when he won his fight down there in Vegas before Terrence won his fight, and then all the things that you involved in the community, sometimes I just wonder, do people just forget about all the shit they got going on just because they have a gun and you might have a right to use it? See, that's the thing that I think about too. Just because I have a gun, I can still lose a lot. Mm-hmm. And just because
you got to be more responsible.
Yeah, you got to be responsible as a gun holder.
Period. I mean, any weapon holder. I mean, you know, a lot of folks tend to forget too. You got some folks out here that they get too close to you. They shit. You gonna need more than a gun. You gonna need Jesus at that moment because they be the slice and dice and cut a good juggler in a heart quick.
Right.
You can get them hands too about it, but it's just the fact that you got to be careful with. You have to be. Hold on, my bad. Yeah, you have to be careful with any weapon. I mean, that's like down here. I mean, they've been at it now, but you ain't even got what y'all had just not getting up there with an open carry or no license, whatever.
Now we don't have
to. Like down here, though, even though if you ain't got no license, like if you like for instance, if it's concealed, even with no license, it's considered concealed. That means it's out of sight, but it has to be in a holster, regardless if it's fully loaded with one in the chamber or not. It has to be in some type of holster, whether it's a flip holster or actual full holster, like Johnny Law or no matter what, as long as it's something locked in the that's fine. It could be ready to go, ready to pop out. All you have to do is just pull it, draw and shoot.
Yeah, we can have ours on our dash, on our seat, without a holster.
But down here, the law requires though that if you want to do open carry and you don't have that LTC or CCW, you have to have it out either on the day. You have to have it out to where it can be visible.
Yeah.
That's what gets a lot of people down. Folks got to know they. I can't. I always have a hard time with that word. Reciprocity, whatever the hell you call that shit. REC, the laws that got to do with the going across state lines.
Yeah.
I know what you're talking about.
That you got to know. Just like for instance, I can have my thing, and I'm talking about because I said, hey, I ain't got the front. I don't care nothing less than 68 of them. So, and there's 68 cousins that's coming at your ass. But the point is being is that I could be all right until I literally get to the Nebraska state line. Then basically I will have to basically put everything in my case and put it
Exactly.
either in my
That's why.
and lock it, and that's the law.
I'm glad you mentioned that, bro, because if you look on a map, there's a map that you can look up. What states could I bring my gun into? And
I got mine on my phone.
They update it all the time. And look at the map because, like, when Deanna was about to have her event, and it got canceled for COVID, since I always carry, I looked on the map and made sure that with our permits here, I could take my shit to Mississippi. And it said I could, but on the reversal, she couldn't do the same to Nebraska.
And that's bogus. To me, that's bogus, bro. You got to be up under some type of strict.
It might be different now since we got our laws changed last year. So I don't know.
It's still the same as far as like if you don't have like for instance, a holder, a CCW holder, or LTC as they call it down here, you would be able to actually you back like going back home. You can carry it concealed, but you basically they pull you over whatever. You got to show it to them, let them know all that. But other than that, not down here. You can come from back home and come down here. Oh, they gonna rub it. You got a CCW license. Ain't nobody worry about all that.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, it's different.
Yeah.
And that's bias. That's bias to me. Like, okay, like for instance, if an officer tell you, "I need to disarm you," why you need to disarm me in an open carry state? That don't even make sense. For your safety, it ain't about your safety. When you sitting up out here loaded with a billy club, mace, gun, taser, and cuffs, and you talking about disarming me because for your safety, that doesn't even make any sense. So people got to understand sometimes if they'll test you to see if you really know the law.
I hope it. Like I said, sometimes you got to be in somebody else's shoes. Me personally, I would have never done no shit like that. But
he got to make amends for that.
Back in the motherfucking day, shit, somebody could call me at 2, 3 a.m. cuz it's going down. Like, meet me over here. Or somebody to swoop you up and there's already 5 people in the car. Where we going? Who we getting at? That was back in the day when I was younger, more immature, ready to go. But these days,
he got to make amends for that though. He definitely, because of the fact that.
But I do hope the girl is going to be okay. She didn't pass. She just was injured. Right. But I do hope she's okay. But that, like I said on the video the other day, this is a lesson for all of us, even us who carry guns, and for these high-headed kids out here still stealing cars like it's the fucking 90s. Like, get a motherfucking gun. Shit.
And it's hard as hell to even get a job. That's why I say I plan. I mean, I'm glad I work for myself, but hell, I still didn't even got me a little part-time weekend thing. Got a little cleaning contract with the city, working for this stuff. Just doing something at the city park on the weekends for a few hours. Just something that, just it ain't nothing wrong with that. See, the problem is that everybody keep thinking that it's cool to have a 9 to 5. Cool, what the hell you thought built this damn country up?
Please, I have a friend. I can't remember.
I'm about to be Jamaican for real. That'd be what, 3 jobs?
I talked about this before, and I had a friend who we both worked the same job, but I had a part-time job, and that part-time job took care of my sons who were, remember they was all in sports every year, every summer, all year long. They had, and not just sports in school, but they was in the elite teams as well, traveling teams, all that. So that second job went to all those expenses, the new shoes, how much the coach said it was every 3 months for fees, all that shit. But she would tell me, ain't no way I would ever work a second job. Fuck that shit. But you know what? She thought she was too good to ever work a second job. But you know what? Who was always broke and asking to borrow money from people?
Exactly.
The one who refused to work a part-time second job.
If
I'd be
need
like,
be, I mean, if you're in a situation where you gotta do that, then yeah, I mean, there's nothing wrong with it. All I'm saying is that I mean, even if a person's hustling or whatever, if they do it, whatever, like what I do, okay, what I do is that basically I can do it part time and still pay most of the bills. I ain't gonna say all of them, but most of my damn bills I can pay doing this part time what I'm doing now. But the point being is that I'd rather just go ahead and have me something on the side cushion because I could break down.
exactly.
I might get behind and might get a 3 day vacate notice.
Or
And I'm like, damn,
might break
any
down.
damn thing.
Yeah.
Anything. Come on, y'all. Don't get in front of me and slow down. This is not a bridge to be slowing. Get your dumb ass out of it.
My thing was she looked down on people who worked more than one job as if it was
Yeah,
like
you don't do that. You don't do
degradable.
that. Nah, man. Don't you know that? Let me tell you something. You know how hard, and this is so funny because my main job. When was that? Back in what? No, I'm here. Like what was that? June. The main gig. So yeah, I mean, it took me till damn near November, and then they got the acting the Tokyo. I'm like, I don't keep wasting my damn time, but I didn't stop doing. Okay, they about to call the accident. That didn't stop doing what needs to be done as far as like, hey, I got a vehicle. And that's why I tell anybody, there's no reason to say that you broke. If you got keys, I don't give a damn if you owe and you got to hide your vehicle. I don't give a damn what you do. I'm telling you, you have no reason to be broke whatsoever.
Let me just cut in right here. It's after 12 and it's 4:20, and I said at noon I was going to eat some
Oh yes,
edibles.
happy
Oh, I'm
And
420.
already
yeah,
on it. I
yeah,
can't wait to get back home.
right. So these edibles are
Shit.
kicking in, and I won't even be able to have a coherent
It's okay, boo. I'm
conversation.
about to wrap up anyway,
And so,
boo.
yeah, okay.
Ah,
So, bruh, I love you, Mrs.
love you
Bruh.
too.
I love you too. And look, I can't remember Hood Table. I love you too. Thank you, chat. Happy 420. And
Yes.
thank you for joining Hood Tables Live. And I'm getting ready to go in here and get some pineapple Ciroc to, you
Oh,
know,
I
Oh, yeah,
can't
you
wait
about
till
to
this
set it
afternoon
up.
over here. I gotta
I
wait
bet.
till
yeah,
the food to turn
yeah.
up.
So I'm gonna be messed up all day. So you guys have a
I ain't
great
mad at
day.
you. I'm
Yeah,
gonna have to
bro.
turn one up for my
Yeah,
guy too.
yeah. Be
All
safe
right,
out
sis.
there.
Thank you so
I'll
much for
talk to you
jumping
later.
on early in
Thank
the morning.
Yeah, thank you,
I
Hood Table.
appreciate you. All
Bye
right,
bye.
love you, boo.
Love you
All
too.
right.
Yeah, that's
Hey,
real.
Miss Tiva. How you doing, Miss Tiva?
I feel you on that, sis. Yeah, we just making it happen. I know they got the maroon and white spring game going on down here before this big ass thunderstorm that's gonna rain us out till tomorrow afternoon, all day and the rest of the all night. So we just out making a few runs, about to drop this little spoiled heifer off and let her get her bath, her double weekly bath. I take her twice a week, make sure she good. So
Oh, okay. Hey, Miss
yeah,
Tiva, I
we
gotta
we just out
watch
there
your
chilling.
replay. I'm gonna have to watch your replay, Miss Tiva, because I jumped up here this morning and scheduled my live, and then it was like 10 other people was live. I was like, damn, oh well.
Uh,
I'll just have to rewatch everybody else's when I'm done with mine. But yeah, Miss Tiva, we started off talking about the shit that happened last night at 3 a.m. If you want to hit the link and chit chat about it, feel free. Otherwise, I done talked about pretty much everything I wanted to discuss.
mm,
But yeah, so oh. But yeah, happy 420 to those of y'all who divulge.
uh, there you go. Now you got
Smoke,
girl.
smoke away. Smoke, turn up, smoke
You
up.
already know. Sis, I'm like I said. I'm gonna get. Hold on, Stacey. About to take you up in there. Relax. Damn dog. But yeah, she
Yes, smoke on.
nah, she no, we just like I said, when I woke, like I said, when I woke up, I didn't really want to. That some things you just don't want to see. You know, and that just kind of blew my mind. I was like, man, I need to get up out the house, and I'm like that like a punch in the gut. And then for to find out that he had been sick in and out, you know, the hospital, he is having kidney and liver failure. So and I'm like, man, this dude is our age group. Like it's like, man, I just like, nah, that's heavy. You know, so I'm like, you know, hey, it is what it is. You know, I'm just grateful to be alive. It's like, hell, man, I just wanted to come on. I'll let y'all real quick, you know, show love. You know how we do, sis. Like I said, I've been in the backdrop, just been chilling. The wife, she been extra busy. I just been taking the downtime that I do have, because you know I don't want no schedule conflicts and all that. You know, 'cause when she out moving and rolling, yeah, you don't stop the water jug just because you got stuff to do. You know, so nah, that's what we've been on down here, man. We just been enjoying ourselves, and playing catch up a little bit, but hey, no fault. You know, we definitely love what you're doing too. You know, definitely supporting on that, and yeah, we ain't forgot, sis. Yeah, we definitely been piecing it up. You know, to work on that channel, cause like like
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
like the
Because you
brother
already know. You knew it was
like the
coming.
brother said. Yeah, like the brother said though, man, he be here, but the one brother that was on a little earlier, yeah, he be dropping some heat, man. So I'm definitely with that. So yeah, in due time. But like I said, we just
Oh,
getting ourselves.
I really believe he'll enjoy your channel. That's talent, aka Langston. But yeah, he
Right,
would
I
probably
remember him.
enjoy your channel.
I
Yeah.
remember him because there is a lot going on. It's a lot that's going on that needs to be addressed. So yeah, we definitely gonna be up on that. So, but other than that, I don't want to keep you up on here long. So like you said, you doing the damn thing. So yeah, she about to get back up in here.
Oh,
She had
she
to take
out.
the dog.
Okay.
Uh,
Well, yeah, just keep me updated with y'all plans on y'all channel, y'all couples channel. Let me know what y'all plans so we can do it real big on y'all first y'all premiere show. We're gonna make sure
for
everybody
sure.
is over there supporting and everything. But yeah, this weekend, my son is out of town, the oldest one, because of his birthday. So
Oh, okay. Yeah,
my
tell nephew
grandbaby
happy on
is
club.
with
Happy
me.
birthday.
Yes, I'm gonna tell him as soon as he hits me up, because I think they already left. So I told them to hit me up when they get there. But yeah, they went out
Yo,
of town. But so the grandma of my grandbaby, the other grandma, she's gonna have him this weekend, and then I get him Monday and Tuesday. So I'm looking forward
that's
to
what's
that. I
up.
took off of work. I took off of work up till Wednesday because I know after a couple of days with him, I'm gonna need a day off.
I know
So
that.
I'm Monday through Wednesday of next week. But I was gonna ask sis, did she ever start catching up with BMF?
Yep.
Yeah, we've been watching it. Shit,
I'm
I got
caught
it.
up
Really?
with that.
You
I'm
all
watching
caught
that.
up?
You said what?
So you caught up? Are you caught up?
Yeah, I'm caught up. I watched the one yesterday.
Oh shit! Oh shit! So can you do a review with me tonight? Ew.
Okay, I got
Yeah, I'll
I
be
can do
watching
that.
it too. You know,
No,
a
for
little
real,
bit.
for
I
real.
just,
I want to do a review at 8 o'clock if you free.
Okay, I'll be free.
yeah, 'cause I'm gonna be.
Okay,
I
yeah.
gotta get in the cloud.
That's my
Yeah.
show, y'all. That's my show.
Yeah. I'm
Okay,
like,
I'm gonna set it up and I'm gonna schedule it and I'm gonna set it up and I'm gonna post it and then I'll send you the link like probably 10 minutes to 8 o'clock.
all right, that'll work.
All
That'll
right,
work.
boo. So I love you guys. I appreciate you guys.
Okay.
You and bro. Y'all know I love y'all all the way down. And everybody in the
Already.
chat, tuning in. Make sure y'all like and share the video if y'all haven't already done so. And also make sure you subscribe if you're new here. And feel free to hit the membership button. And if you want to donate to the commentary, you already know Cash App, $, the Hood Table 402. And on that note, stay safe, be blessed, remain vigilant at all times, and always remember to keep it
Good. Brush your
out.
teeth.
Brush y'all teeth, y'all, especially after y'all finish
Already.
smoking on the blunts today. All right,
I know, right?
I'm out.